Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Thursday, the 6th of November. Former Deputy Police Commissioner Jevon McSkimming has pleaded guilty to possessing child sexual exploitation and bestiality material. Scarlett Swetanovich reports.
The 52-year-old's admitted 3 representative charges of possessing objectionable material in the Wellington District Court this afternoon, reduced from 8 counts. He first appeared in early July. At the time, his name and charges were suppressed. At McSkimming's last appearance in August, he didn't seek to continue that suppression. He'll be sentenced next month.
The government's clarifying its stance on homeless people in city centres after claims it's planning a ban. The Herald reports of proposals in the system along the lines of a move-on order to let police make a person leave an area because of antisocial behaviour. Here's political reporter Troy Matic.
It's at the very early stages of the policy process, hasn't been circulated around the full coalition and might never make it to Cabinet for consideration. The idea was among recommendations delivered by the Ministerial Advisory Group for Victims of Retail Crime. It's not included in any Cabinet paper, which would most likely require agreement by the 4 relevant ministers.
No room for complacency as we chalk up a 4th day without new measles cases. 3 of the 17 confirmed cases remain infectious and 16 contacts of the 3,348 identified are symptomatic. National Public Health Service Director Nick Chamberlain says it'll still be quite some time before the outbreak can be considered wrapped up.
It's actually 42 days after the last case went into isolation or was identified that we can then call the outbreak over.
An Auckland school ordered to urgently close its boarding hostels is going to court to keep dorms open until the term ends. The Ministry of Education told Wesley College it was suspending its licence to house boarders from this Friday, citing student safety. Danica McLean has more.
The Trust Board has filed an appeal in the Auckland District Court. It says the timing and nature of the decision places significant pressure on students, families and staff. It claims the ministry's approach is unnecessarily disruptive when students are engaged in exams, learning projects and end-of-year commitments.
The government's announced nearly $144 million funding from Budget 2025 to upgrade Metro Rail in Auckland and Wellington. Winston Peters is eyeing up his next term in politics. The seasoned politician doesn't look to be slowing down New Zealand First campaign machine anytime soon. Peters appears to be claiming they're already a double-digit party by some counts.
Don't ask the National Party what the internal polls are saying. But we're not sitting on our laurels here. We're out there flat out around the regions, getting out the best list of candidates we can ever put together, experience and set to go at the next election.
And award-winning broadcaster Jack Thames been appointed presenter of One News at 6 weekends. He'll continue to host Newstalk ZB Saturday morning, as well as TVNZ political current affairs program Q&A. To sport. The Crusaders will be without Scott Barrett for most of their Super Rugby title defence next year, with the All Blacks captain triggering a non-playing sabbatical clause in his contract. Auckland FC is losing captain Hiroki Sakai for 6 weeks with a hamstring injury, ruled out of the first 2 A-League derbies against the Wellington Phoenix. Team New Zealand is proud to have been judged the 2025 World Sailing Team of the Year, recognising last year's historic 3rd consecutive America's Cup victory in Barcelona. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.